All right, my Arsenal fans, the Gunners, is another new day, is another new dawn, is another new week, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about Arsenal team news and transfer. We have to talk about our team. Nobody is going to do that for us. As usual, my Gunners fans, gather around. Let's talk about our team as usual. But before I dive into this, do well to support your guy. Do well to support me by dropping a like on this video and hitting the share button. Drop 1 or 2 comments in respect to the subject of discourse in the comment section as usual. Now, let me start with the transfer window duration. We are 7 days to the end of the transfer window, and we expect some players to leave this team. So which player are we expecting to leave this team? That's what we'll be discussing about likewise in this particular video. Now, before I dive into players coming in or players going out, let's look at the injury crisis in the Arsenal team. On Saturday, when facing off against Leeds United, 2 of our players were out. That is in terms of Martins Odegaard and Bukayo Saka, which actually were substituted due to injuries in that particular time. Good news in respect to that. So far, so good. From what we are actually hearing at the moment is that they won't actually stay out for long, but there is no specific duration of how long they will be out in terms of that. Now, another player that is also injured in the Arsenal team has to do with Kai Havertz. So far, so good. He has been injured, but there's no news in respect to how long he will be out there in terms of recovering from injury. So far, we also have to do what? Keep our fingers crossed in respect to Kai Havertz, because there's no any feedback in respect to that particular player situation as well. Then another good news I'd like us to look at has to do with Gabriel Jesus. Our player is actually back from injury after 7 months in the sidelines. So yesterday he was seen training with the team, and we expect to see him future in the coming days in terms of this particular player is very, very good in terms of link up of play. So as an Arsenal fan, I expect to see him, and the better with the look of things, intend to actually ship him out to another team. But we have to keep our finger crossed in that particular aspect as well. That is in terms of that. Now, in terms of players coming in or players that intends to leave at the moment, according to Fabrizio Romano, aka the Fabs, he has come out to drop 1 or 2 in respect to players leaving Arsenal. He said that in order for Arsenal to get in players into the team, Arsenal needs to let go of some players, the like of Kiwu and Oleksandr Zinchenko. They are of what paramount requirement to do what? Leave the Arsenal team so far. Now, looking at Kiwior as a player, left to me as an Arsenal fan, I don't want him to leave, but the management has to make the decision in terms of letting him go. And so far, so good. The likes of FC Porto has been showing interest in this particular player. Initially, Porto submitted a bid and Arsenal rejected it because Arsenal is requesting for around 30 meters of the Queen's Palm. So if you have that, it will be a here we go in terms of that particular player. But we expect in the coming days on or before the end of the transfer market, we'll have an improved offer for this particular player leaving Arsenal. At the moment as well, Arsenal is showing interest on a defender from Bayer Leverkusen. This player go by the name Piero Hincapié. That is the name of this particular player. Is the player of Bayer Leverkusen. With the look of things, he has the ability to play the CB role. That is his natural position, and has an ability to play the left fullback role. These are the common positions he can actually play as a player. Now, I ask myself, is this a good addition? Because initially I was making reference to we need a left fullback to represent or to replace Calafiori because of he has been struggling with fitness issues. But in our past 2 games, we have seen him hold his own in terms of playing and starting ahead of Mains Lewis Kelly in the Arsenal team. Now, what are Arsenal or what is Bayer Leverkusen requesting for? Right now, his release clause is about 52 meters of the Queen's Palm. So if Arsenal can submit about 52 meters of the Queen's Palm, it will be a here we go in terms of his release clause. And aside that, we are not the only team showing interest. The like of Chelsea and Spurs are also showing interest in this particular player. According to Fabrizio Romano earlier, he came out to make reference of this player leaving the team, and according to him, he said that Spurs have submitted a bid of about 60 meters of euros in terms of getting this player. And with the look of team, Bayer Leverkusen has rejected that because they intend to get him on a loan deal with an obligation to signing him in terms of that. That is in terms of this particular player. Some of us might be seeing it as an hijack, but this is not a hijack. This is actually business, ladies and gentlemen. So we have to actually take note of that as well. And in terms of this player joining us now, in terms of personal term between us and between Arsenal and the camp of this player has been agreed in terms of that. But we have to keep our fingers crossed and expect the signing of this player on the end of what the transfer market. That is in terms of that. Now, looking at our attack option, I saw our game against Leeds United, and when what do you call them? Saka and Odegaard was substituted, we saw the influence or the importance of squad depth. It's as if their absence were not actually felt in that particular match. So we feel that Arsenal as a team are also in the market to still get what a winger or an attacker in terms of improving the squad. And at the moment, we are still hearing rumors in terms of Rodrygo. Now, speaking of Rodrygo, is also another player that is of surplus requirements by other teams, the like of Arsenal, Manchester City, Spurs are teams that are also showing interest. With the look of things, yesterday he played his first game of the season for Real Madrid against Real Oviedo, which is being managed by our own legend, that is Santiago Cazorla. And in that particular match, he played about 63 minutes in that match, and he was subbed out. Why he was subbed out? He was actually not happy based on expression, because he actually picked a water bottle and smashed it on the floor. Then this actually shows that this player is not actually happy being a Madrid player as it stands right now. I feel that in the coming days, there's a high possibility of we getting him. According to the rumors making the round so far, it's as if from the rumors we are hearing that Arsenal submitted a bid of about 67 meters of the Queen's Pounds, but Real Madrid are requesting of about 86 meters of the Queen's Pounds. But is this actually possible for we getting him on a long time? I'm not certain. I feel that we can only get him in a loan-based deal. That is, if this deal is going to work out. But we have to also keep our fingers crossed and wait to the end of what the transfer market. That is in terms of that. Likewise, Max Doman is another player that is surplus to requirement. Arsenal as a team has moved forward to give him a pre-arranged deal in terms of keeping him into the Arsenal team. The parents also are Arsenal fans. The main reason or the main essence of this is because he is not of age. He can only sign a contract if he is actually 18 years of age. So you have to be given this particular kind of offer so as to keep other teams away from him, the likes of Real Madrid, among others. So that is in terms of this. So my Gunners fans, let me know what you think about all of this I've said in terms of Arsenal team news and transfer in the comment section. Drop your thoughts and comments in the comment section as well, and drop a like on this video to support me, and hit the share button. If you're watching me all this while and you're not following me, do well to smash the follow button. If you're watching from YouTube, do well to support me. I just got to beg you, please support me by hitting what? The subscribe button. As usual, I don't